came from Bhagavatam. Yeah, following your program. Narayanam namaskritya Haram chaiva naruttamam Devim saraswatim vyasam Tato jayam mudirayet Ashtapraisha vadresu Nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati uttama shloki Bhakti bhavati naistiki Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om Jnanatinirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshulunlitanjena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Yadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Uttapada Kamala Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitamtam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitam Sa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste O Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 2. Ajamila delivered by the Vishnu Dutas. Text 49. Mriyamano Hare Nama Grinan Putropacharitam Ajamilochi Agadadama Kimuta Sadaya Grinan Mriyamano Hare Nama Grinan Putropacharitam Jamilopyagad Dama Kimuta Sadayas Grinan Priyamano Hare Nama Grinan Putropacharitam Jamilopyagad Dama Kimuta Sadaya Grinan Hare Rama. Jamilotaka Dhamma Timotha Sarayagrinam. Matajis Niyamano Hare Nama Grinam Putrapacharitam Jamilotaka Dhamma Timotha Sarayagrinam. Hare Nama Grina Putra Pacharitam Jamilo Tyagad Dhamma Kimuta Sadaya Grinan Mayamana. The time of death, Hare Nama, the holy name of Hari, Grinan, chanting, Putra Upacharitam, indicating his son, Ajamila, happy, even, Agat went, Dharma, to the spiritual world, Kimuta, what to speak of, Shradaya, with faith and love, Grinan, chanting. Translation and purport by Divine Grace is found at Shara Jagat Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. While suffering at the time of death, Jamila chanted the holy name of the Lord. And although the chanting was directed towards his son, he nevertheless returned home back to Godhead. Therefore, if one faithfully and inoffensively chants the holy name of the Lord, where is a doubt that he will return to Godhead? Only hear a verse like this. When you hear the verse like this, glorifying the holy name, the natural feeling of a devotee towards Krishna, towards Krishna's holy name should rise naturally. Why? In this verse, Sukadeva Goswami has increased our faith in the holy name. He has given us confidence in the holy name. Just looking at this verse. And then he encouraged us. It's encouragement. Ajamila chanted Amabas. He got the mystery of Krishna. What about those who chant with faith and love for Krishna? Who can calculate their fortune? The mystery of the holy name is fully explained in this verse. The mystery of the holy name. The potency of the holy name is explained. We hear God is very kind, God is very merciful, God is very compassionate, God is very loving. This is the proof of Krishna's kindness, Krishna's love, Krishna's compassion. And he gave his name. Krishna himself, there are many rules and regulations. This morning you see the Pujari spend a lot of time. He's sitting there in so many rituals. The holy name doesn't require that. Zero. The tongue and the ear vibrated with faith. This all. One will get not prayaschita, not atonement. One will get the pure love of Godhead. One will go back to Goloka Vrindavan. So, in Krishna consciousness, we are hopeful. It's a hope that we will get there. That is sure. And Prabhupada mentioned many times, stick to this process, your success guaranteed. Stick to this process. Success is guaranteed. All our acharyas gave this conviction. These 6 principles guarantee success in Krishna consciousness. Rupa Goswami, yesterday, all the same. What Ajamila chanted was not a holy name of Krishna. He chanted Namabas. But there's something wonderful in Ajamila's life. What was that? He chanted inoffensively. He was not chanting to counteract his sinful activities. He wasn't. Out of fear of Yamadutas, he just called his son. It was his son he called. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura gave a commentary, and Prabhupada added it to this verse. Very significant. This person called my name. Therefore, it is my duty to give him all protection. This is Krishna's mood. The person called my name. It is my name he called. Therefore, I should give the person all protection. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura commented. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura's commentary to text 9 and 10 of this chapter form a dialogue concerning how one can become free from all sinful reactions simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Someone may say, it may be accepted that by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one becomes freed from all the reactions of sinful life. However, if one commits sinful act in full consciousness, not only once, but many, many times, he is unable to free himself from the reactions of such sins, even after atoning for them for 12 years or more. How is it possible that then, that simply by once chanting the holy name of the Lord, one immediately becomes freed from the reactions of such sins? This is for those who have no faith in the holy name, those who does not know the position of Krishna, those who don't know the potency of the holy name. They will have this doubt. They don't know the position of Krishna or pure devotional service, which was the discussion between the Vishnu Dutas and the Yamadutas. They argued. Ajamila has been living with a prostitute. What is he doing there? What is he doing with prostitute? Till death. Till this time he's leaving the body. What is he doing with the prostitute? For them, it must be sinful. That's what he's doing. The Vishnu Dutta said that is the problem with ignorance. That is the problem with those who do not understand Krishna, the holy name. What is the danger of a snake without the fangs? The danger of a snake without poison. What is the danger? There's no danger. Krishna consciousness, or the pure name of Krishna, neutralizes the poison in the life of those who constantly chant with faith. We may not physically see. That has nothing to do with reality. The name is destroying all the negative effect, all the poisons in the life of devotees who are chanting the holy name. Therefore, there's no question of sins. So Vishnu Chakravarti Thakura replies by quoting verses 9 and 10 of this chapter. The chanting of the holy name of Lord Vishnu is the base process of atonement for a thief of gold or other valuables, for a drunkard, for one who betrays a friend or relative, for one who kills a Brahmana, or for one who indulges in sex with the wife of his guru or another superior. It is also the best method of atonement for one who murders women, the king or his father, for one who slaughters cows, and for all other sinful men. Simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Vishnu, such sinful persons may attract the attention of the Supreme Lord, who therefore considers. Krishna considers. Because this man has chanted my holy name, my duty is to give him protection. This is Krishna's nature. So Rupa Goswami said Lord Krishna is very grateful. It is not only we are grateful. Of course, conditions so we're not grateful. But actually Krishna is grateful. He is grateful that somebody chanted his name. And who is that? It's our own duty to chant his name. But because we have become conditioned, we have abandoned our service to Krishna. So when Krishna sees someone is doing that, he becomes grateful. Thank you for becoming sensible. Even for anyone to become sensible, it is Krishna's mercy. For someone to take to Krishna consciousness, Krishna's mercy. Last week, one of my friends was asking me, we have seen many pious non-devotees. They are very, very faithful, dedicated, they're very loyal. When they are engaged in service, they do their duty perfectly and submit accurately. I say, yes, they are pious people. Then he asked me, why they don't chant Hare Krishna? They are pious people. They give them work to do. They do it very nicely. You don't need to supervise them. They do it very honestly. They submit the result as it is. Why they don't chant Hare Krishna? So I told him, Prabhu, to become a devotee is fortune. It's not by piety. Piety is not sufficient. to give one opportunity to chant Hare Krishna mantra to become a devotee, it is good fortune. So Vrindavan Das Thakur said, we should not say devotee is fortunate. Devotees are very, very, very fortunate. It's fortune. It is fortune. That one take to Krishna consciousness. Therefore, it is very important, very, very important that all of us who have been made fortunate to come to Krishna consciousness should never think of giving it up. Never. That should never come to the mind. A devotee. Even according to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, even if you think Krishna consciousness is full of danger, don't give it up. Don't. Even if you think it is full of don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Don't give it up. Stick in there. Stay there. Don't give it up. So stay there. Even if you think you are the laziest of all the lazy, stay there. Why is he giving such instruction? Because he knows the end. He knows the end, that if one remains with fire, what will happen after some time? You develop the qualities of fire. That is the potency, the power of association. You develop the qualities of fire. And another reason, Bhakti Siddhanta says, stay there, even if it's full of danger, full of insecurity, full of insult, stay there. Another reason, the danger, the insult, and whatever we think, it is from our mind, not the reality. That is the creation of our mind. What is danger? What is danger for a spirit soul? What is danger for a spirit soul? Listen to my question. For a pure soul, for a spirit soul, what is danger for a spirit soul? No danger. For the spirit soul, there is no danger. For our body, danger. For the soul, what is danger? Something that cannot be killed, destroyed, withered, moistened. What is danger for that? There is no danger. The danger is our own mental concoction. It's our mind, the creation of our mind. If the spirit soul we are talking about, there is no danger for the spirit soul. The spirit soul doesn't fall down. Fall down from what? From where? Fall from where? The person who lie down, does he fall down? The person who is lying down. The person who is lying down, does he fall down? The spirit soul is a part and parcel of Krishna. Allah the Twat, Nirguna Twat. What is the fall down for the soul? His Holiness Bhattacharya Maharaj said, what we say fall down, it is nature's arrangement to show us where we belong, not a fall down. Nature is showing us where we belong. That one is a pretender will be exposed. That is what you say fall down. There's nothing like that for the soul. For the spirit soul, it's eternal. Eternally conscious. So what is the danger? That is the creation of our own mind. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati knows this. So stay there. Because by staying there in this course of time, because of the constant practice, one will become pure to see that there is no danger. Actually, at the stage of perfection, we will see that there is no danger. There is no danger. Danger is because of our conditioning. That's a conditioning. When the condition is removed, you are liberated, you are free. What's the danger? Socrates, this is Socrates who said, you should catch me first before you can kill me. If you cannot catch me, how will you kill me? Who can catch a spirit soul? Eh? Prisoners of this world will catch a spirit soul. So, catch me first, then you can kill me. If you cannot catch me, you cannot kill me. That is your illusion. To think that you can kill me is your illusion. Have you ever seen me? You have seen my body, but not me. This is our illusion. In this material world, we see the body. Look at all our activities within the body. Devotional service will take us out of the body to see reality. It is Krishna, the spirit soul, the reality, which is beautiful. Reality is beautiful. It's eternal. Reality is not conditioned. It's beautiful, not ugly. That's reality. It's Krishna, the supreme absolute personality of Godhead. So he is very grateful. This person has called my name. It is my duty to give him protection. With this consideration, Krishna sent Vishnu Dutas. He called my name. Protect him. Jamila was protected. It is mentioned here he went back to Godhead. It is mentioned here, where is a doubt that he will return to Godhead? Jamila went back to Godhead. This is what he said there. He went back to Godhead. So try to understand what they mean by he went back to Godhead. He didn't go back to Godhead. This one is the second chance he went back to Godhead. This time, he chanted Namabas. Namabas cannot take one back to Godhead. So he was given opportunity to chant the pure name. And you see later, Jamila comes. From now onward, I will always associate with devotees and chant the holy name of Krishna in the association. By doing this, then he went back to Godhead. So the conclusion was said before, before the attainment. So we should not think, oh, Namabas, he went to Godhead. No, Namabas cannot take one back to Godhead. Slagogwina Maharaj said, Namabas, you don't even need a guru. Ajamila doesn't have any guru to chant Namabas. If it is prema, then you need a guru. Yes, that has to be given. When we atone for sinful life and vanquish all sinful reactions by chanting the holy name, although this is not called atonement. Ordinarily, atonement may temporarily protect a sinful person, but it does not completely cleanse his heart of the deep-rooted desire to commit sinful acts. Therefore, atonement is not as powerful as the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. In the Shastra, it is said that if a person only once chants the holy name and completely surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Lord, the Lord immediately considers him his word and is always inclined to give him protection. This is confirmed by Siddhara Swami. Thus, when Ajamila was in great danger of being carried off by the other carriers of Jamaraj, the Lord immediately sent his personal other carriers to protect him. And because Ajamila was freed from all sinful reactions, the Vishnu Dutas spoke on his behalf. Ajamila had known his son Narayana, and because he loved the boy very much, he will call him again and again. This is Krishna's mercy. Jamila naming his son Narayan was not his making. It was Krishna's mercy in response to his service. Krishna made him to give his name to his son, Narayana. Not only that, Krishna made him very attached to the boy that he was constantly chanting, Narayana, come and sit on my lap. Narayana, have you eaten? Narayana, want to drink? Narayana, you want to sleep? Narayana. Every day he's chanting this. So where is the sinful person who constantly chant the holy name? When Rupa Goswami and Anupam, they came to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what's his name? I forgot it. Walababa. Thank you. He noticed the two devotees. And he wanted to embrace them. Rupa, no, please, we are untouchable. Please, 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 please. They ran away. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, don't touch them. They are contaminated. Contaminated. You are an exalted Brahmana. This is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he teaches us using his devotees in different ways. Don't touch them, you are exalted high-class Brahmana. Because that is the first figure of being a Brahmana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching, see, these devotees, they are not Brahmanas. They are beyond Varana Ashram. You are within Vanashram. You are within Vanashram. These people, they are outside. But you don't know. So Sister told him, yes, they are contaminated. Don't touch them. You are exalted Brahmana. But Balaba was fortunate. He said, how can people who are constantly vibrating the holy name, their holy name, be sinful? I don't think so. Sister Mahaprabhu was happy. He was happy that he passed the test. Because he's a devotee, he passed the test. I can see that their tongue is constantly vibrating the holy name. How can they be sinful? They are not sinful. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was happy to hear that. Although he was calling for his son, the name itself was powerful because the name Narayan is not different from the Supreme Lord Narayan. When Ajamila named his son Narayan, all the reactions of his sinful life were neutralized. And as he continued calling his son and thus chanting the holy name of Narayan thousands of times, he was actually unconsciously advancing in Krishna consciousness. One may argue, since he was constantly chanting the name of Narayan, how was it possible for him to be associating with the prostitute and drinking of wine? By his sinful actions, he was bringing suffering upon himself again and again. And therefore, one may say that his ultimate chanting of Narayan was the cause of his being freed. However, his chanting would have been a Nama Aparad. Namo Balad Jasya Hi Pap D. One who continues to act sinfully and tries to neutralize his sins by chanting the holy name of the Lord is a Namaparadi, an offender to the holy name. In response, it may be said that Damodara's chanting was inoffensive because he did not chant the name of Narayan with the purpose of counteracting his sins. He did not know that he was addicted to sinful actions. Nor did he know that his chanting of the name of Narayan was neutralizing them. Thus, he did not commit Namaparad, and his repeated chanting of the holy name of Narayan while chanting his song may be called pure chanting. Because of this pure chanting, Jamila unconsciously accumulated the result of Bhakti. Indeed, even his first utterance of the holy name was sufficient to nullify all the sinful reactions of his life. To cite a logical example, a fig tree does not immediately yield fruit, but in time, the fruit are available. Similarly, Ajamila the watchman's service grew little by little, and therefore, although he committed very sinful acts, the reactions did not affect him. In the Shastras, it is said that if one chant the holy name of the Lord even once, the reactions of past, present, or future sinful life do not affect him. To give another example, if one extracts the poison fangs of a serpent, this saves the serpent's future victims from poisonous effect, even if the serpent bites repeatedly. Similarly, if a devotee chants the holy name even once or inoffensively, this protects him eternally. He need only wait for the result of the chanting to mature in due course of time. While we are chanting, you may think, I'm not seeing the result of my japa yet. I see sleep in a japa. I see sleep in a class. Mode of ignorance is here controlling me. Where is the proof that I'm making advancement for my japa? Our chariots are telling us, just wait. But keep chanting. Just keep chanting. The result will come later. Or if you want to know, you look at, but don't make this experiment. Don't make it. If you want to know that you are making progress, don't chant one day. Then you see how terrible you feel. You see the difference, but don't make it. Just keep chanting. Just keep chanting. Keep chanting. In Padma Purana, it is mentioned that continuous chanting the holy name more than 16, keep chanting more than 16, you will overcome inattentive chanting. The name will rise above all the offenses, all the weakness, all the narrative. The name will rise above everything and remove it completely from the root and reveal the supreme personality of God. That is the potency of the holy name of Krishna. Therefore, we should chant the name constantly, and Prabhupada mentioned. Since the name is so powerful like this, at this time, we should very carefully pronounce the word Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now we should do this, so that at the time of death, Vishnu Dutas will come. They will come and take us. Our time, at the time of death, one is certainly bewildered. His bodily functions are in disorder. At that time, even one who throughout his life has practiced chanting the name of the Lord may not be able to chant the Hare Krishna mantra very distinctly. Nevertheless, such a person receives all the benefit of chanting the holy name, while the body is fit. Therefore, why should we not chant the holy name of the Lord loudly and distinctly? If one does so, it is quite possible that even at the time of death, he will be properly able to chant the holy name of the Lord with love and faith. In conclusion, one who chants the holy name of the Lord constantly is guaranteed to return home back to Godhead without doubt. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Comments? Yes, Prabhu.
Whereas some of us who get fortunate but our piety may be much lower. So when I meet such a person who is materially more qualified but won't take it to the chanting, what's my proper relationship with that person? Because when I meet somebody, they think I have to learn to all the things which is not already. I will do how to. I'm saying no chanting. So what is the problem?
The proper mood of a devotee is to always remain appreciative of Krishna's mercy upon us. We should always appreciate the mercy of Krishna upon us, because whatever positions we are in today, there are many people who are better than us that doesn't have what we have now. Many people have better qualifications than us who are not in Krishna consciousness. So it is a fortune that we are here. Therefore, we should be grateful to Lord Krishna when we see this, to pray to Krishna, please show them your mercy. As you've shown to me, show them your mercy. Not that, see, look at this, just look, you're useless. I'm very fortunate. See how I'm fortunate I'm here. See these useless people. When are you going to become fortunate like me? Not like that. We should always appreciate Krishna's mercy, so that we will make the best use of what we have. Make the best use of what we have. Always be conscious of our Krishna consciousness. All of us knew where we came from. It was not wonderful. Is it not? Even for some of you who have Indian bodies, still it's not so wonderful. Right? Where we came from, it's not wonderful. Nasty. What is wonderful eating meat, onions and garlic, being attached to onions and garlic? What is wonderful about that? That's our background. Illicit say, what is wonderful about that? Taking alcohol. What is that? Oh, wasting our time. Wasting our time saying God is not a person. God is not a person. He has no form. We are all God. What is the use of wasting our time for all this nonsense? It is pollution. We came from all this background. What is wonderful about that? We should not forget where we came from. To where we are. So to help us to put genuine effort in where we want to go. So put genuine effort where we want to go. It's Krishna consciousness. If you don't see this, we'll still waste our time And even though we have been made fortunate to come, we still waste our time. Yeah, Krishna consciousness is eternal practice. I'm very young. I have 80 years more. Can you imagine 80 more years for my Krishna consciousness? So I have time. Let me take it gradually. A dangerous philosophy will come to our head. Nobody here has time. We are already late. We are already late. So we should put effort in our Krishna consciousness to fulfill what Prabhupada said, back to Godhead this lifetime. Make sense? Thank you. Yes. 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 Everything we are connected. We are connected. So whatever we do goes to him. We mention it. Even our anxiety goes to him. Our lust will go to him. Our fears will go to him. It's connected. When something is connected, whatever happens to flow through them, it goes wrong. Doesn't mean it's connected. Similarly, the experience the spiritual master is having, those who are connected also will feel it. You will enjoy his ecstasy also. You will enjoy that. But Prabhupada mentioned yesterday that although the spiritual master has to deal with all these reactions from the disciple, he is very kind. That he will not bother. He will be very kind. He will continue to accept. Yeah. That's what it means. Taking disciple means one voluntarily say, give me your load. Let me help you carry the load. But if you cannot carry it, I will help you to carry the load. Can you imagine? That's what it means. Take the load. Therefore, Prabhupada we should be careful not to add to the load. Let him carry the one which we already created. The one we already created is very heavy, very, very heavy. Now that we have known this, we shouldn't add again. Shouldn't add. We have put off the fan, don't put it on again. Not this one. This one you can put it on. Because we still need the fan of our sinful life. We shouldn't put it on again. So switch it off. So the spiritual master will be dealing with the one which we already carried. Yeah, that is appreciation. That is appreciation. That appreciate what my spiritual master is doing for me means I should behave nicely. I shouldn't add to his load because it is not only me he is carrying. I should not delay his service for others. So he can carry more. So many people are waiting. So many people are waiting. Yes, everything goes to him. That should not discourage us. Oh no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to disturb my gurus. I won't take initiation. If you don't take initiation, how will you go back to God? Yes. Yes. Emotions carries our feelings. It carries our feelings. So he will take it. He will take it. One day I told one disciple, see what you're thinking. Stop it. So you know all these things? I said, because I don't tell you. Because I don't tell you. So stop, don't think like this. It comes. It comes. Everything. So you can see it. We should not discourage us from taking decision. We should take, but do nicely. I told one devotee, he has been in a movement for years, not taking initiation. So the wife came to tell me, Simba Prabhu, the initiated, I've been talking. So I met him and said, Prabhu, what is the problem? So, see all these disciples, they're taking initiation, but they're not behaving well. I said, why is that your problem? Why is that your problem? They have taken and not behaving well. You should take and behave well. Why you go for the negative side? Why don't you take the positive side? Because you have fault. I told I told you it is their own weakness, not there. And not because they are misbehaving. It is because you are weak. You know yourself, if you take us, you will behave worse. That's why we are not taking. Don't point hand to them. This is their own fault. I'm like that. I will tell you this. Everything very clearly. Yeah, we should know. So we know what is happening. So we can adjust ourselves. It's very important. You can adjust. Yes, sir. To go and take care of my deities.
Because we are not looking at because confusion. But we also read that it was a very learned Brahman and the name of the Vedas. Obviously, it was not connected to this communication. And we can't do that.
Yes. He did not know he's committing sin because how many people know that illicit sex is sinful? How many people know that taking alcohol is sinful? Everybody thinks it's enjoyment. It's enjoyment. I'm enjoying my life. Chaitanya Bhagavad mention of a householder sannyasi. When Advaita Acharya was speaking Yoga Vasistha philosophy, because he wanted to expose Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya knew about it, so he was going to Santipur and Nityananda Prabhu. So they came to this man. He said, householder, who's Swami? Goswami. He is drinking wine every day, and he calls you bliss. He said, this is bliss. He didn't say this is alcohol. It's not bliss. It's bliss. So he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, come with me. Let us take bliss. He said, Goswami, Brahmana, powerful one. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he had the bliss, he look at me and level. What is he talking? What is he talking? Nityananda Prabhu, he is an intoxicated person, so he knows. He's talking about palm wine. He say, I want to give you wine. See, Chaitanya Prabhu say, please, let us leave this place. Let's go away. He didn't know he's committing sin. He thinks he's enjoying. Not only that, he gave blessing to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I will give you blessing. Take my blessing. You will have a very beautiful wife. I will enjoy her like anything. Sita say, this is not the blessing of a Goswami. Huh? What is wrong with that? This your handsome, young, youthful body like this, what will you do with it if you don't gratify the senses? What will you do with this body? You see Goswami. He's studying scriptures. But that is what he think enjoyment is. Someone said, Prabhu, I read Ramayana every day. Every day I'm addicted to Ramayana. And as soon as I finish reciting Ramayana, I will take a cup of tea.